Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen that pumpkin pie spice.
That is, let me tell you, that's some good shit. I love it. I don't use it every day, but when I do, there goes my mood.
You know, it's weird. Monkey must be hurting. He hasn't streamed like in 3 days.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
So he must really be in some pain.
Oh, poor guy.
Yep. Okay. And let's see, it's been almost a minute, so it's time to end the music.
Yeah.
And because, we are live now, so what the
Thank
hey.
you. Thank you for letting me know.
Mm.
Because I was in a different window. And I
Oh,
might not have.
as soon as I started the music, we went live. Because I always play that music for about 45 seconds to a minute, so people can, if
Mm-hmm.
they're, they gotta get through. That's one thing I hate about like listening to some people stream when they actually, you get into the stream, but they haven't gone live yet, and then once they go live, you end up with 2 or 3 commercials that you've got to wait to get through
Yeah.
before you can get back to the stream.
Hi, Fury. Hey, Ditchy. How you doing?
So, afternoon, Fury. Good to see you. And I saw that, yes, you're just in lurking mode here, so that's understandable. So, you just do what you need to do. Okay. And, uh, and we're going to do what we're going to have doing what we need to do. So
Mm-hmm.
everybody do what you need to do. Ramen, how on the world are you doing this fine and glorious morning?
I can't find the pills for my migraine. That's how I'm
Oh
doing.
no.
Yeah.
How bad did that storm hit you guys yesterday?
Not a thing. Now a day or
Really?
two, yeah, but not a day or two before that, we had a lot of rain and lightning and stuff. So yeah, so we got it earlier, like 2 days earlier, I think. It was
Okay.
really bad. Yeah,
Well, I mean, I was getting weather warnings up here for you guys down there, for everybody south of Tampa.
nah, I got nothing. At least maybe I slept through it. I don't know.
So
We heard
I
nothing though.
saw I saw a video of a guy waterboarding through the streets.
Yeah, let's waterboard all the water that the sewer can't handle or the fucking thing can't handle,
He
and yeah,
had
nah.
a tow rope hooked up to a pickup truck, and the truck was driving down the road, and he was waterboarding behind him.
People, man. You know,
It's
if a
like,
car cut through traffic and with the rain didn't see that rope, that guy could have been fucked. I'm just
mm,
saying. People don't think when they do this stuff.
you're right. We don't.
Oh my god.
You
Oh, wait,
notice
it's a
that? You
guy
notice
thing.
you don't see women out there doing that.
You know what? I would have done it as a teenager, I'm not gonna lie. But I outgrew a lot of that crazy shit. Being in the hospital makes you think about things, you know.
Doing a 2100 to 9 shift. That sucks.
Oh man.
9 to 9. I hate it. The only thing good about 12-hour shifts as a civilian
Hmm.
is you do 4 of them, and you're done for the week. You get 3 days off, and you've got overtime.
The only thing I liked about those times when this one job I had me working at similar shift, but it was in like a phone room. And I wasn't doing 12 hours. I was doing like 8 to 10 hours, whatever. But I loved it because it was all women and nobody ever called at that time of night, hardly. Like if the phone ring, we'd get startled and jump a little. But we would bring like card games or board games or play charades or some stupid shit. We were literally getting paid to hang out. It was great.
We would take, well, like when I worked for Krispy Kreme,
Mm.
when I got out of truck driver status and moved up to management,
Hmm.
we were 50-hour a week employees.
Um.
So what we did was worked all the management team. We just divided up into everybody worked uh, three 12-hour shifts and one 14-hour shift to get our 50 hours in.
um,
But that way, though, you had 3 days off.
that's good. I would take my 3 days off. One day to
And
sleep, one day to party, and the last day to recover before going back in.
well, in my case, that gave me 3 days to spend time with my wife and my son, and which was, I was married, so and since my 12-hour shifts were all at night, I was never home. Those 4 days, I wouldn't be home in the evenings when my son got home from school or the wife got off work.
right.
But on the two of my 3 days off were Saturday and Sunday.
Um,
So
okay.
I'd get home from work at 9 o'clock in the morning, go back and catch about 3 or 4 hours of sleep, get up at 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then that gave me all afternoon and evening to spend with the family.
Okay.
So the wife would take the kid and go grocery shopping
Mm-hmm.
so that the house would be nice and quiet and I could get that sleep. They would leave once I
Uh,
got home from work
um,
and go grocery shopping and do all their any errands they needed to do. And that's why I had a few hours of being in the house by myself, be able to sleep.
hmm.
So yeah,
Okay,
4 on,
everybody needs
4.
that. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, Fury's just saying he loved 4 on, 4 off.
Whatever you do, everybody needs that little bit of me time, that little time to yourself to just,
Yeah.
you know,
And
relax
I'm not
and.
having, well, I'll have 1 day of that next week.
Oh.
The wife is off work all week next week. She's having to burn PTO time.
Okay, that could be good though. Y'all could go antiquing and I don't know what
If
y'all
you
do.
could see the expression on my face right now,
I would love to see the expression on your face right now. I love seeing when I say to guys in front of their girlfriends, "Oh, so you guys are gonna go antiquing this weekend?" They look like they want to kill me because I betrayed their sacred trust, and the women's eyes light up. Yeah, don't fuck with me. I know how to get you.
but she's got to make a, road trip on Thursday with a friend of hers. They're going
Mm.
they're going out of town, way out of. They're going out of state even.
For what?
Uh, a friend of hers has family that lives out of state, and she doesn't like
Oh,
making that 3 hour drive by herself or 2 hour drive.
okay. I see. I mean, if
So
she's doing it at night, I see it.
no, they're leaving in the morning,
Okay.
and they're going to go up and visit her friend's family for a few hours,
Mm-hmm.
and then they'll go and do a little shopping and eat some ice cream because where they're going. This place has got a ice cream shop that makes their own ice cream,
Oh, nice.
and it's not a corporate owned store like Cold Stone or Marble Slab or anything like that.
No, they actually make all their stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is their mom and pop place, and they make their own ice cream. You can
That
watch
sounds
them make
good.
their ice cream.
Oh man, I do love that. I'm not in places where they make their own pizza or their Chinese food or whatever, where they make everything from scratch. I love watching them do it.
Right. And the place has got an open kitchen. You're right. That's
It's
wonderful.
great.
So they, so No, that's one thing, Fury. Neither one of us are closed hounds. Uh, she wear she wears scrubs to work,
Um,
and so she owns like 20 sets of scrubs because she always has to take a spare set into work with her, just in case baby throws up on her or pukes on her or something, craps on her. Hey, Duck
mm,
Dog Morning.
they are easy to clean.
So she keeps spare set of scrubs and spare T-shirt at work. And as soon as she gets home, she goes back, whips off the bra, puts on her pajamas, takes a shower, puts on her pajamas, and that's it for the night.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Unless she's planning on going out and feeding her bird, spending time feeding birds or messing with her flowers.
Oh,
So now, Fury, that's like I said, it's a wonderful thing about my wife. It's like did I tell you the story about the makeup?
no. You told
No,
me
okay.
no.
I was watching a YouTube video, and this woman was saying how the reason why she always wants her men that she's dating to pay for everything on date is because her makeup products cost her over 2,000 or cost her $1,745.
Not for each date. She can fuck right off with that. And
No,
she she
I
wasn't
mean,
even on a date.
like the
No,
bottle of
I know it.
stuff was
I know
like
what you're saying.
$300, and
I
this
know,
bottle was 300, and that bottle was 100, and
and I
this
get
bottle
that.
was 50, and that was 25, and this was 35.
But you know what? She's also wearing it when she's not on a date, so she can fuck off with
Right.
that. So,
But
yeah,
and
no.
anyway, so that was her excuse. So I looked over at the wife. I said, "Dear," she goes, "I said, if you had to add up the price of all the makeup you have in your back there in the diva den, what would it cost you if you had to go back and replace it all tomorrow? What would it cost you?" And she looked at me and she goes, "I don't know." She went back there and looked at, scrounged around for about 15 minutes, and she comes out and she goes, "I'd probably need about 25 or maybe $30."
I
I
think,
said, and that's to replace everything: foundations,
yeah,
lipstick, all that stuff.
gloss, all that, primer,
She goes,
everything.
"Yeah."
I
She
get you.
goes, "Yeah. If I had to replace everything, it'd be about 15, 20, $25, or between 25 to $35." Because she doesn't wear. I mean, she puts a little bit of lipstick on, and that's it.
Yeah.
She's got, if we go out, she's got foundation and that kind of stuff, to do a little bit of makeup, but that's it. I just can't imagine a woman spending $1,700 total on their makeup products, $300 for a bottle of foundation. That's
Jesus, Fury.
ridiculous. You
Yeah, I
better
get it.
be.
This makeup's
Oh,
expensive, man. Okay, I'm gonna share a little secret with you.
sure.
Okay, okay. I don't use a lot of high brand makeup. Like some of it's brands like whatever, Maybelline or what's the other one? Starts with a P. I forget what it is. But you could still get it in the drugstore. Um, my nail polish. I love my nail polish. That's my big thing. It's my because I do my fingers and toes every couple of weeks. So most of my stuff, I get it at the not Dollar Tree. What is it? Big Big Lots. They have
Okay.
all that name brand stuff in there, and it's all like super crazy cheap. So
Is it all close to expiration?
I don't know, but it looks okay, so I'll get it. Again, like your wife, I don't wear a lot of makeup. Like I don't wear it to the grocery store. I can't be bothered. I go for pickup anyway, so they don't care. Um, but I think my makeup would cost maybe $50, 25 if I had to replace it all at once. Not even. That's if I didn't get it at Big Lots. If I had to go and order it all online and it's all like branded stuff, yeah. But I have a lot of nail polish and I'm including that. I have a lot of, yeah, because I put different layers of colors and between that and the glitter nail polish, it all becomes like a different color entirely. So, yeah, I'm weird about my mani
Yeah,
petty.
yeah. Fury's just saying his wife spends over 5K a year on makeup, but
I
she's
was
a
looking at
model,
that again. Yeah, she's using all the high brand shit that you can't even get at the mall.
right?
I,
And
I hear her. Yeah,
well, it's but she's making money with her makeup.
exactly.
It's like me with I've got a portable office that I take into work with me every night. All right. I mean, I've got staplers, staple removers, staples. I've got paper clips. I've got paper assholes.
What?
Um, uh,
Dude,
paper cutter, hole punches.
I was
I'm
praying you were not having a Biden moment for a minute. Jesus.
what were you asking me when I what you've never heard of paper assholes?
No.
Okay, they're they go, like when you punch a hole, you use a paper punch and you punch a hole through
Mhm.
paper, put it in a
Mhm.
3 ring binder, and then uh, the paper gets torn there at that hole,
Yeah.
right? Well, you got these round gummy things with sticky on 'em. You lick it and you put it over top of it.
Whole reinforcements, the sticker thing. We
Okay.
had those when I was little. Yes, they made us buy us one at the beginning of the year.
All right. Well, I mean, I've called them paper assholes my whole life. That's what they look like. Little
Oh
paper
my
asshole.
God. Yeah, I used to like Rimmel. Furious talking about Miko. Rimmel's some good stuff. I like their lipstick. I don't use anything else but their lipstick, and I like it. And sometimes their eyeliner. Mm,
See, I've got no clue when it comes to makeup. I've got no clue. You said Maybelline. I recognize that brand.
right. I'm trying to
That
remember the one. I mean, I had L'Oreal. The only thing I really spend money though is my moisturizer. Um. Okay, I have two different moisturizers. One's for
now,
around my eyes so it doesn't burn.
now I've got I've got skin lotion that I spend money on.
Yeah.
Sarna, Sarna, and
I've never heard of
Eucerin,
Sarna. Eucerin, I've heard of.
Eucerin. All right.
I've heard of
Uh,
Eucerin. It's
the,
supposed to be
the
really good.
the Eucerin I use for when my skin starts on my legs start getting patchy. All
Okay.
right. Okay. When I literally have skin drying off and looks like I'm a snake peeling skin off. All
Um.
right. And the Sarna, it's got 5% or 0.5% camphor in it.
Oh.
And when my legs start itching, then I
Okay.
use that to not only moisturize the skin, but to relieve the
The
itch.
itching. Oh, that's good. I heard of Eucerin though. I've heard a lot of doctors endorse it. So.
Oh, this Eucerin, man.
Mhm.
When like my heels are cracking real bad right now,
Uh huh.
and this Eucerin really does a lot to get to take care of that cracking of my on my heels of my feet.
Yeah. In Pakistan, they call it crack cream because they got cracks in their feet from the cold weather. It's fucking freezing over there. Okay, Fury. If I run out of my eye moisturizer, I'll use vitamin E oil, and it smells like roses. But it's that and that other moisturizer is the only thing that will not burn my eyes if it gets in my eyes. Hey, Joshua, baby oil with the pulp. Is that a dead baby joke? I think that's a dead baby joke.
Yeah, that's a dead baby joke. Morning, Josh.
Morning, Josh.
Fine. What
Hello,
are we
Mrs.
talking
Space.
about today? I want both ACs to run off my Chinese inverter, but the outlets burn out. Oh no.
You want what?
His outlets burned out when he plugged in his air conditioners. Well, eventually we're going to get around to talking about short stories.
Yeah,
Uh,
we just started talking on makeup and I went off. I'm sorry.
well, it's typical conversations. There is no tracks. The train goes wherever it slides to.
I will say, my camera though, I would definitely take an hour and do my makeup before the stream. I'm so glad I don't have a camera. Then I don't have to do that shit.
See, I normally haven't even had a chance to. I wake up in the morning and run a comb through my hair just so that, but I haven't even had a shower yet. So I get my shower after I leave here or after I'm off the stream.
Oh,
I've
me
got to go
too.
get my hips x-rayed today. Fun.
Um, there used to be a pop group called Fun Fun.
A what?
A pop group in the 80s. It was called Fun Fun.
Oh, never heard of them.
They only released one song and it was a remix on the dance radio. Like no other channel had it but this one channel. I loved it. I went and bought the maxi single because it was the 80s and I had a turntable and I had a stack of maxi singles.
Okay,
Ah,
producers Dario Ramadi and Alvaro Ugolini teamed up with studio vocalist Antonio Pepe and Angelina Parisi
yeah, you looked that up. Damn.
and Ivana Spagna to create Fun, a band with a bouncy, high energy, dance floor friendly sound. Their first release, 1983's Happy Station.
They didn't have that one. It was Baila Bolero I had.
Then let's see, they had a scratch version, reached number one in the South African, also popular in Chicago dance scene. Let's see, the album featured popular dances, including Give Me Your Love, Living in Japan, Color My Love.
You know, it's
Um,
really funny though. Growing up in New York, I had so many like dance songs that I used to love, and nobody ever heard of them outside of New York.
all right, so you said, what was the name of the song you were thinking of?
Baila Bolero.
Yep, Baila Bolero, flamingo
That was a
flavored dance ballad.
that was a good one.
So that was on 1987
Yeah.
Double Fun album.
I didn't get the album. I just got that maxi single.
They put out two albums, Have Fun in 84 and Double Fun in 87.
Nobody ever knows about that song unless they Google it.
Now
And this
okay, I've this confuses me or
what confused me.
makes me wonder.
Wait,
All right. They put out two albums.
right?
All right. But they've got the compilation albums of Best of
Yeah,
Fun,
and
the
it's
Best of
literally
Fun, Greatness Fun, the Best of Fun,
yeah.
Best of Fun, the Greatest Fun, and Greatest Hits and Remixes. My God, they took two albums and made one, two, three, four, five, six, seven more out of two.
Yes, yes. I laugh over stuff like that.
It's like, you have got to be kidding me.
It's beautiful. I have so much fun with it.
And look at this, is all the, let's see here.
It's all the same fucking
One,
songs over and
two,
over.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They only did 13 songs.
I know, right?
They got 6 albums out of 13 songs.
Yeah.
How'd they get
That's
2 albums out of 13 songs?
marketing, yo. That's like who was not the group with the guys that lip synced and they got busted. Um Girl, you know it's true. You know, fuck, I can't remember their fucking name. I remember fucking Wild Mary that only had one fucking song out, but these two idiots, I can't remember. And I keep trying to say Squiddy Polity, and I know that's not them.
Damn. I miss having I really, I wish my house had one more room or a bigger room,
For what? Tell me. I gotta know.
so I could get my stereo out of storage and see if it
Oh
still works
man.
and hook it up. Because I've got some of the, I probably got 100 pounds worth of albums.
I used to before that one hurricane. It took the roof off the garage, and that's where my albums were.
And well, the thing about though is I've got those uh, the collection sets, the greatest country musics,
Oh,
1930 through 1950, or and stuff like that. I've got like three of those that my mom had bought. And each one would
oh.
have like 10 albums in it.
Yeah, you can't buy them anymore, can you?
No, well, remember when Columbia House, you used to be able to get an album for a penny?
Oh my god, then you'd be owing them to buy an album for like the rest of your life. What, baby? Yes, I'm divorced, sweetheart.
Why is Daddy divorced?
Because he's
No, not
crazy.
Milli Vanilli.
Yes,
That
Millie
called.
Vanilli. That's what I was trying to think of.
Daddy divorced me.
No, he didn't divorce you. He divorced me.
Oh no,
What?
your daughter's having one of those breakdowns.
No, she's not. She's chill.
Mommy, I'm divorced yet.
You're not divorced, kid. I love you, but you're not divorced. Thank goodness. Oh my god.
No, I saw a friend of mine that his they divorced. He got custody, and
Yeah.
then after, I mean, it's like 8 or 9 years gone by, and all of a sudden the kid was in early teens or something like that, and then it's like, "You and mommy got divorced, right?" And he goes, "Yeah." And he goes, "So she divorced me too?" Because I mean, they hadn't seen the mother
Mm,
in years,
mm-hmm.
and dad really had, I mean, it sent
Yeah.
the kid. The kid actually ended up having to go seek uh, professional help because dad just couldn't
Yeah.
get it
It's
through to
hard hearing
him.
that. Yeah.
'Cause it really sent the kid through emotional, uh, because he just his emotional spiraled down.
Yeah.
'Cause for some reason it just dawned on him that he did. While all of his friends had mothers that they saw and showed him affection and everything,
Mm-hmm.
he didn't have one. All he had was his dad, and his dad what refused to date anybody until you know he said he wasn't going to do any dating or anything until his kids were out of the house, because he didn't think it'd be fair to bring another woman into the home
Yeah.
with the children there.
That's actually one of the reasons I didn't date either after the, and I had offers, man. I had a lot of offers. No, no. Because, you have all these weirdos out now. You know?
Right.
You never know.
Weirdos of both sexes.
Yeah. But I think men are more likely to do stuff like, you know, end your kid. Although, the Kyron Horman thing really turned it around for me. Poor kid.
So, uh, it wasn't a Hallmark label. I wish I could remember which company it was that put those out. And I'm not
What?
going to go digging through the back room to pull the albums out. The
What?
ones that did the ones that did the best of.
Oh, there's a couple of labels. Like, nobody's immune from that.
So, Man, you have got some work in front of you there, Joshua. But yeah, but see what I liked about those albums though, because I could put one on and you weren't listening to the same artist.
Same artist. Yeah. I like
You
those too
know, I mean,
sometimes.
it was just as good as listening to the radio because it'd just be a different artist every time.
But you know what? That's what I like about the internet. You can make your own remixes and
Well, yeah. Well, now, but when I was a teenager, the internet didn't
I know,
exist.
I know, I know.
It
But
was still a pipe dream in
yep.
the military's eye.
No, I mean it didn't it didn't exist for me when I was a teenager either, even though it kind of did, but not for us poor folk. No, I'm just saying, it's a great thing about today in the internet. You can make your remixes and
Yeah.
you know. Of course in the 80s, I had the double tape deck and I had a really nice setup with my stereo. But you could borrow your friend's stuff and pick out what songs or the entire album you wanted to copy and give it
Ma-
back to them
yeah.
and
Make up your own mixtapes.
exactly. History of the Mixtape Volume 1. And that was man, I love that though. Because if it was an actual album, the vinyl, you could get all those little crackles and get that great record experience when you were making the copy. I love that sound from a record. It's not like anything else in the world.
No, it's not. That vinyl you get, as long as your album is still in good shape and it's not
Yeah,
got a lot of scratches in it.
right. It just has like maybe a pop here or there, but it's got that great stereo going on. And I
Mhm.
saw on YouTube somebody uploaded a Lionel Richie album or just the singles from it, and it was it You Are the One? The Only One, that's what it was. And it has a couple little crackles and stuff. I was like, "Oh my god, this is off a record." And it brought back my whole childhood, man. Yeah, it was fucking great. Oh,
Oh, it's a Techniques SL10. Holy crap.
what?
All right. I was just looking up I was going to show you my turntable
Uh-huh.
that I've got. Now, I
Okay.
bought this in Germany when I was living in the barracks, and I was making maybe $500 a month. All
Okay.
right.
Well, that was big
And
money back then.
okay. This is the
Okay.
turntable I bought. I paid maybe $150 for it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's gone up 10 times.
Yeah, you can't get a decent turntable anymore. If
But
you
see,
do, you
this is
gotta get those crappy ones from what?
the the thing about this is a linear track needle. It's
It,
not like the a swing arm needle. The needle
okay.
actually moves in a perfectly straight line across the album, so it doesn't wear out the grooves.
Okay. I don't know how that would look. That sounds so strange to me, but okay. I'm not a scientist. I don't know this stuff.
But yeah, I mean, I just absolutely love. Good Lord, have mercy. 1100. If I well, it's like my D&D stuff. My
Oh my god.
my
The
my
D&D stuff.
D&D stuff is I think when last time I looked it up, the actual price people were paying for it, not what was being asked for, was like $6,000, $7,000.
Jeez, that's crazy.
I
A lot of
know,
that stuff is available. I mean, I get wanting the physical copies, because they're valuable and sentimental and all that. But damn, a lot of stuff is available online now, like archive.org or whatever.
but yeah, that was a turntable I've got for my stereo system. A set of Bose 301s and 601 speakers,
I couldn't tell you what my stuff was.
and and then my amplifier and everything else.
I had that's the one thing I regret not taking with me when I left. Because that was like, it was cheap, but it had the turntable with the double tape deck and the stereo radio and all that. I missed it. It was so nice. I was so spoiled with it.
Not Fury. That is not a Radio Shack or Tandy turntable. This is actually a company. I don't even know if Techniques
It's
is
from
still a company or not,
Japan.
but no,
Technics.
it is not. Believe me, it was not a Radio Shack. So, and not to knock Radio Shack. Radio Shack back in the day, Tandy had some great stuff. That was well within the my price range. I
Right.
just remember saving up for a couple of months to buy that turntable. So that was some of those things were expensive back in the day. So, ooh, good Lord, okay.
Okay, we
I
need to
got.
start because I can do this all day. We need to get started on. I'm sorry.
I, oh, we're having fun. I mean, we're having fun with this. So,
That is
all right.
true.
Okay. Anyway, short stories. We all like to read. Well, at least
Yeah.
I know Ramen and I enjoy reading.
Hmm.
And short stories. Now, this is why I've always looked at short stories. Short stories to me is that snack you get before your main meal. You sit down and read that short story. You've just finished a novel that maybe took you 10, 15, 20 hours to read. Okay, depending on the size of the novel and how many times you went back to reread pages, because I did that a lot, to go back to reread something. Uh, Especially if I thought I caught a mistake a in the timelines.
Right.
So anyway, but that 5, 10, 15 page short story that you could knock out in under an hour, that was that snack, just to, I want something to read, but I don't want to spend a lot of time reading this one story.
Right.
How about you, Raman? How would you do it?
I don't even know.
Or how do you do it?
I'm lucky that I don't work outside of the house and I haven't for a long time. So if I want to read something, I just put everybody on hold and do it.
Uh, oh, okay. Well, the internet being the internet, you always find lists. So here is a list of what some people say are some of the best short stories around. And I did not realize that Dahl had written short stories.
All right. Oh, okay. I didn't either, actually, now that I think about it.
So uh, I'm going to have to look into this one, especially since it's saying that he's going into some shady moral territory. So,
Tell
uh,
me about it.
but then, I mean, if we've all seen the movies,
I love his movies.
Willy Wonka. So,
Johnny, what is it? James and the Giant Peach.
yeah. So, yeah, well, I'm not surprised. I'm going to look this one up and read it. The Lottery by Shirley Jackson.
Oh,
Wow.
Good morning.
Read that in like 6th grade. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Ramen. What were you saying?
No, I was talking. My son popped up. He finally woke up. I'm
Oh,
sorry. I love him, but he should have been up hours ago. He knows. He knows what Friday is.
have you
Anyway,
ever read The Lottery by Shirley Jackson?
I don't think I have, to be honest with you.
Oh, this one you need to read it. All
Is
right.
that the one where they choose one person to die?
Yes.
Stephen King actually took that on. He did Storm of the Century. He wrote it as a radio play, actually.
Right. I remember Storm of the Century.
I love that one.
But yeah,
Nobody wants it to
this
be their
this
kid.
was. I mean, we read this in sixth grade, and
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, wow. That
Inner city schools are shit, but yeah, we didn't get to read
that
that in school.
that was a wild short story to read.
It really is.
I don't even know who Lori Moore is.
I don't either.
I don't know. I don't know him or her. Well, so okay, the her reader. So yeah, I don't know her at all. Never even. Honestly, I don't think I've ever even heard of her.
I've never heard of her either.
So yes, I read The Cat Person.
The cat person or cat people?
Cat Person.
I don't know that one. I'm sorry.
It there's a movie with an Italian. I want to say Italian actress, and I think the name of the movie was Cat People.
Yeah, I saw that. That was a short
Uh,
story?
I think this is the short story that book is that movie was the
I did not know that.
I think that's what this is.
Because I liked both movies, even though they were really different.
But let's see here. I'm trying. Yeah, Natasha Kinski. That's what I was thinking of. 1982 movie with Natasha Kinski in it. I think this book was the idea for this book was stolen to make this movie.
Okay, yeah.
So
I'll go read it when I get a chance. It
uh,
sounds good.
I've never heard Raymond Carver. I don't know if I've
That
ever
name sounds familiar for some weird
read
reason.
anything by him. So okay, Spanky's had enough vitamin D.
Ah!
Before we started the stream this morning, I was just sitting down, and
Mm-hmm.
Spanky decided he wanted to go out and lay down in the sun for a while. He's letting me know he's had enough sunshine. He wants back in the house.
Sunshine's for losers.
Well, it's starting to get warm out there.
True.
And all right, and that woke up Smokey, and he decided to come out and join us.
Smokey's a good baby.
Smokey's a night. When we hear Smokey make any sounds, we know there's something going on. But his usual
Oh,
sound is after he's gone outside and eaten some grass.
oh,
Anybody that's had a cat knows that sound. You start to look for paper towels and disinfectant.
oh no.
That grass is coming back up with some other nasty stuff.
Okay, okay, I hear you. I just drank my coffee.
Okay, this is something most women say.
What?
A good man is hard to find.
Actually, yeah, they are. They really are.
I've never read this book. I've heard of it, but I've never read it.
Huh? A good
I've
man.
heard of this story,
Oh,
but I've never read it.
I've never. Oh my God, let me guess. The guy was murdered and nobody can find the body. Is that the twist? That's probably the twist right
I
there.
have no idea. Okay, let's see. So that the link they gave you is broken, but uh you have to go to the University of Virginia to find that story now.
Oh,
So let me do a quick search over there for that. That's one thing I do sort of like. You can find just about anything on any book or movie or whatever on the internet.
yeah, I love that. A lot of lost gems are recovered on the internet, including cookbooks.
Okay, so gotta go to the Wayback Machine.
God bless the Wayback Machine.
So let's see what the Wayback Machine's got to say. Oh well, let it do its thing. And let's see what's the next one they got here. Oh no, I never read this one. Anything by this guy I was not allowed to read.
Who?
This Vladimir
Ab-
Nabokov.
oh,
I was
Lolita?
yes, I was not allowed to read anything that he wrote.
Uh, I never really. I get it. I mean, I get it. The guy was a fucking creep and he portrayed him as a creep, and that was great that he did that. But the guy was a fucking creep. No, I couldn't. I had a really hard time with that one.
So
But I didn't read that one. I will look that one up.
oh, okay. Ooh, that good man a hard to find story.
What?
Let's see here. A Southern Gothic short story who, in her own words, described the story of a family of six which driving on to Florida from Georgia is slaughtered by an escaped convict who calls himself the Misfit. Thanks, but no thanks. So Flannery O'Connor is a female. Mary Flannery O'Connor. Ah, she left her first name off. This okay because this is the time period where female authors were not well read.
Right.
So by using her middle name, she was able to get
Ah,
past
there you
that.
go.
I have to admit, there's very few female authors I will read, especially modern day ones,
Right.
uh, because they're so inept in putting their politics into their stories.
Or they're trying so hard and
Well,
it's just a lot of word salad.
well, yeah, I mean, is they their stories become preachy about their personal politics.
Yeah.
And um, I'll go back to one of my favorite female authors. Anne McCaffrey.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, she was her world building with her politics. While it's there, no two ways about it. With her very strong female characters and her very strong male characters, but a lot of the male characters had more flaws than the female characters did. But that's,
Right.
and the fact that she did have the tendency to have younger women
With older men.
fall for older men.
Hey, I'm okay with that.
Having girls, 13-year-old girls fall in love with 30-year-old men.
That's actually really common.
And as soon as the girl turns 18, all of a sudden they latch themselves onto that guy. And so for some reason, that 35-year-old guy now is not attached to any women.
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyway, yeah, but the way she did it, it didn't hit you with a sledgehammer.
Okay.
So, okay, Sticks by George Saunders.
Never heard of it.
And I don't think I've ever heard of him either.
Okay, we're good.
The Velt by Ray. Oh, I just listened to this not too long ago.
The what?
The
The
Velt.
Velt?
Yeah, Velt
Mm.
is Jewish, I think, for world.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got you.
Okay. And yeah, it is a um, very foretelling of like today's kids with tablets.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Uh, I mean, like even my grandson at 5 years old, when they put him in the back seat of the car to go anywhere, they hand him a tablet to keep him entertained.
Mm. And how old is he?
He's 5. And he sits there and watches Bluey or, uh, any one of a half a dozen or so children's cartoons.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna act like I'm better than anybody else. My daughter's autistic and she takes her tablet in the car and I'm cool with it. But my son, wait, I'm sorry.
No. That's understandable.
But my son, he doesn't do it. We sit in the car and we talk. Now, if she weren't autistic, there would be no fucking way I would let her have it. But, it is
Right.
what it is.
Exactly. Your daughter's autistic. She's got things that she needs to deal with. And if the tablet helps her deal with it, then that's great. Uh, we talked, we sang. There was family interactions that made the trips fun. You weren't in your own little world. So, anyway, here is a classic, Flowers for Algernon.
Oh,
I
that
don't
was so
think
sad.
I don't think there's any adult that's never read this story.
I only read it a couple of years ago. It was not assigned in school. So,
Really?
yeah. I
Oh.
went to some shitty schools. They didn't really. The stuff they assigned us was the same thing every fucking year. It was not fun.
Now, they made a movie out of this. Or no, what? Now they're just showing the movie here. They're not showing the black and white TV, the black and white uh, show. That's because I'm thinking the guy that played JFK in PT 109.
PT 109 was a.
Okay.
I'm
Here we
sorry, I
go.
don't.
All right, here it is. The name of the show was Charlie with the R backwards.
Yes.
Okay, and it had Cliff Robertson in it.
Oh, we all know who. Well, maybe we don't. We're old.
Okay. That is what was based. That's the one that was
Yes,
based on the movie, on the book Flowers for Algernon.
I remember that.
So, yeah, that was one. That was the movie I was thinking of, not this remake or not the. Let's see here, 2000 Canadian TV film
Okay.
starring Matthew Modine. So, but that movie Charlie, that will honestly, it'll make you cry.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I'm not gonna see it. It's not. No, man.
Yeah,
I already got enough shit to be depressed about. That's why I was so mad when I read The Regulators. Stephen King. Don't.
Yeah, the
Man,
Regulators was
it was
okay.
fucking heartbreaking.
Wasn't the Regulators part of a 2-book series?
It was Stephen King did Desperation, which was the flip side of it. The characters were different but had the same names. And
Right,
the Regulators was Bachman. It was one of the Bachman books. Oh my
right.
god, that should have been a fucking hit and a half before I started reading it.
So,
Nothing cheerful ever came out of Bachman.
oh wait a minute, I loved The Walk.
The Walk was good. It was not cheerful, but it was a good book.
The Walk was excellent.
Yes, it was. I'm right there with you on it.
Okay, that I'd love to see that made into a movie.
Was it? There's some Stephen King books that have been made that they go straight to DVD. So let me see. The Walk.
Oh, there's a 2015 movie.
Yeah. Was this 2015? I don't know.
Nope. That's about The Walk is about the high wire artist.
The Long Walk.
Okay.
It's The Long Walk. I'm trying to find the year on it, but it's not. I see here at IMDb, but it's not showing me. Oh, it's in pre-production. That's why. That's a really grim story. And unfortunately, all of the stars now, the kid stars now or the young ones are all super cute. So I don't know how they're going to meet that
Oh, no, I mean, you had to be under 17 to even be in the
in the competition.
competition. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, they tried. Yeah, they tried. Looks like George Romero tried to make a movie out of it in 1988, but he couldn't make it happen. So, but yeah, that Long Walk, Stephen King slash uh, Richard Bachman. That was the ending of that story broke my heart.
Yes, it did. That was not an easy thing.
That book was not easy to read.
No.
Oh, it got it. I may go ahead and have to buy that audiobook and listen to it. I'm trying to
Okay.
avoid buying too many books by Stephen King in
Well,
audio.
okay. Why? Can I ask why? It's none of my
Well, one,
business.
huh?
I know it's none of my business. You don't have to
No,
answer
no,
me.
no. It's just um, the books are so the and Stephen King's one of those authors that you actually have to pay attention the whole time.
You really do. Or you're gonna miss something vital.
Right. And a lot of times I will uh, miss something in the audiobook. I'll get distracted for a minute or two.
Hmm.
And that's a long time to get distracted when you're listening to an audiobook.
I can't listen to audiobooks anyway. I just have a really hard time focusing in general. So it's like I suddenly developed ADHD once I hit 29. Hush.
Well, that that's why I listen to YouTube when I'm cooking.
I do like that. I will
You
listen
know,
to a
you
podcast and just, yeah,
right.
man.
And you know, if you get distracted for a minute or two, you usually don't miss anything.
Right? Because they stop and talk to their listeners and stuff. And yeah,
Hey,
I'm okay with it. Whatever,
a
man.
manual for cleaning women.
What? Wait, what? I gotta look at that. What the? Wait, now that I popped up an extra page here. Let's close that. Okay, I don't. You know what? For cleaning women, not cleaning women. For women that work cleaning houses. Okay, it took. I thought it was some misogynistic shit some guy wrote, and I had to double check
Hey,
that.
that title can go two different ways, real
Yeah,
easy.
yeah, I can see a guy writing that right now.
I said that's real simple. You strip them naked and you throw them in the shower and start soaping them up.
I thought he was gonna say you got a good first. You get a good scrub brush. It can be used. It's fine. They won't know. Take them in the backyard and only take their clothes off if your fence is 6 foot high or higher. And coat them well with laundry detergent. Turn on the hose and start scrubbing. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know, man. That's what I was picturing. Like,
when I first read the title, I mean, I have to admit, my mind went that way.
now, if I had seen it in writing like that and saw a woman's name attached to it, I would have been, oh, okay, they're helping out working women. But yeah, no, it got me for it. She had me for a second. Damn.
Yeah, if you're a PT 109, I've watched that movie every few years. It's one of those movies that I like to watch. I know there's a lot of JFK is made to look a lot better than what he probably actually was, but that's fine. It's still a good movie. And Cliff Robertson's a good actor.
To me, he was not an attractive man. So I seen JFK
Every
pictures.
JFK, I mean, JFK had his more than fair share of women other than Jackie O.
Oh yeah, but he was a politician. If you tell me that same man would be Ugmo from the trash depot, hauling trash, he would have gotten the same women. No, no, you know what, that was about. Come on.
So you know, he had more than Marilyn in bed.
Yeah, well, he
I
would
mean,
never
Jack.
even have been allowed in her presence if he were Ugmo the trash collector. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that's true. All right. Blow up doll. Oh, I know. Just blow up and other stories.
Mm, I don't know.
I've never heard of him,
Me
but
neither. I
he's
haven't
an
heard of that book either.
Argentinian. Yeah, he's an Argentinian author. So
I don't even know.
the
I never
drifting
heard of this one
house.
either. Hey,
No,
Whammy,
get
good morning. Sorry. Willie
no
joined us.
idea. Dubliners. This was required reading when I was in school.
I never even heard of this. I heard of James Joyce, but not this.
Yeah. Um, remember my hometown had a Irish Italian population, so James Joyce was James Joyce was required reading.
Well, you know,
So
you also had a better education system back then, and plus because your town, so we had shit.
okay, let's see. Stephen King, everything's eventual,
I know I read it. I don't remember what the stories were in it. Riding the Bullet. I don't quite remember that one.
right? I didn't. Okay,
I
well,
know I read it
I
because the title's familiar, but let me see this one. It was made into a movie too, wasn't it?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because I got this one. It was a download. It was a free download for a long time.
Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, in the first 24 hours, over 400,000 copies of Riding the Bullet were downloaded, jamming SoftLock's server. Over 500,000 downloads, King paved the way for future publishing. Oh, the encryption on that book sucked.
Tell me more.
So, do, 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 do. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, you're going to need to look this up on Wikipedia to look up the synopsis of it.
Yeah, I just looked at it. It's weird because I don't remember reading it, but I know I read it.
Yeah, I read it, and yeah, it was a strange book.
Everything is strange though.
He was definitely riding his coke train at the time.
I don't know.
So
Maybe, probably.
I don't remember this. I do know who Georges Bourget is,
Okay, fictitious. I don't
but
know what that is.
I don't know if I've ever read this or not.
I know I haven't read it.
So I haven't read anything by him in decades, though, to be honest.
Okay.
Florida by Lauren Groff.
Um.
All about Florida.
Yay.
Yeah. Swamps, hurricanes, snakes, gators, heat.
In
With
other
bugs.
words, it's a how
That's
to get away with murder book.
it's Florida.
Just throw them at the
Okay.
gators.
Fragile things.
That
Oh,
sounds.
yeah, I
Oh,
don't know this.
it's Neil Gaiman. I don't know that one. It's funny. It did remind me of a short story book I read in the 80s. The lake was full of artificial things, and each story read like something out of Outer Limits or Twilight Zone. It was pretty, not great, but it was pretty good.
All right. Kiss Kiss by Roald Dahl again.
Kiss, kiss.
Yeah.
I don't even know this one. Let me embiggen this. Matilda.
Remember, Dahl was a pervert.
Was he?
Yeah.
I don't know. Aren't we all perverts in a way? Just kind of making our way through life.
All right. Men Without Women. No thanks. No, I definitely don't want to read this about men whose wives have died.
Oh
No,
no, no, no, no. That's
no, I'm not
depressing as
going to read
hell.
that. No, 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 no. J.D. Salinger.
I think he's overrated anyway.
Thank you. I was just trying to figure out a way of saying that without being hurtful.
He don't care what we're saying. Isn't he dead by now anyway?
Yeah, some people still think he's one of the best authors ever. I'm sorry, I think he's
Mm,
overrated.
those are people that haven't read much.
I mean,
Uh,
when it comes to being wordy, he's worse than Stephen King.
he's Stephen King says something though. You know, when he's wordy, he's telling you something.
Right.
This is just word salad at one point. You know,
I'm not going to disagree with you. Okay,
that's
Japanese literary, I have no clue. The Runaway.
Alice Munro. She sounds
No,
familiar.
this be short stories for women.
No,
Yeah,
thank you.
teenage girls,
Ew.
young women.
So much shit is so freaking patronizing when if you're making a book that's specifically for teenage girls, nah. Mm-mm.
Okay. No, no clue. And you can already tell it's woke Latinx.
Latinx bullshit. You know, the majority of people that get called Latinx don't want to be called Latinx.
Yep. That's some white man's
Uh huh.
way of doing it. Grace Polly, never heard of her.
Paley. No, I never heard of her either.
Haley. No clue. Ernest Hemingway.
Oh boy.
I've read most of his stuff.
I forgot what I read that I liked, but most of the stuff I wasn't into it. I couldn't.
The Old Man in the Sea is probably my favorite.
Okay.
All right, the one where he's out catching the swordfish or the swordfish.
I didn't read that one. I read one and I don't remember what it
Okay,
was.
but half of his stuff I didn't like. The other half I was just like absolutely enthralled by. So for me, he's hit and miss.
So he's a man's author. That's cool.
He, I mean,
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
some of his stuff is just absolutely enthralling. Again, I'd never heard of her until today. So
Yeah, I think they're mostly picking non-American authors for this because
okay, Anton Chekhov, the lady with the dog. No, not familiar.
I like Lamb to the
The
Slaughter. I like some short stories, but nah, this none of this stuff. It's all foreign, overrated
Yeah,
stuff.
definitely nothing there.
Nope.
Nothing there. The youngest doll. Okay, so let's
This is a
change
shitty
over.
list.
Yep. Okay, let's take a look at this list and see what this one is like. Well, it starts off good. Rip Van Winkle and the Legend of Sleepy Hollow by Washington Irving.
Okay, there you go.
Both of those are great short stories.
Uh huh.
And the Legend of Sleepy Hollow, that is, if that's not a Halloween
Oh yeah.
perennial, nothing is.
Mhm. It really is.
The Headless Horseman.
Uh,
So, yeah. And Rip Van Winkle, uh, how can you not like the idea of somebody waking up, falling asleep and waking up?
100 years later. That's kind of
Yep.
sad, isn't it? It's a little sad. Come on, your whole family's gone. Everybody you loved is gone.
Okay, let's see here. Edgar Allan Poe, The Telltale Heart. Yes.
Eh, sorry.
Yeah, you didn't
Sorry.
like that one?
It was okay. It wasn't great. I mean,
What Poe story did you like?
um, God, what is it? The Raven. It's not
The
really a story. It's a
Raven's a
poem.
poem, not a
I
story.
know it's a poem, but it's still kind of a story. I liked it. That's really. I can't think of anything his that I really liked.
Because
I
I
mean, they
knew
were
you were going
okay.
to go there.
I know, but it's beautiful. Come on.
Yeah, oh, it is a beautiful
It's
poem.
sad.
And
Yeah, but it's also kind
Poe
of a
could tell
story.
a
I mean,
good story. Poe could tell a good story and write a great poem at the same time.
exactly. Thank you. That was my point. I mean, I was like, the Telltale Heart's okay, and the Pit and the Pendulum's okay. I mean, I can recognize that they're, good stories. It's just, not my thing. Nothing wrong with that. We all have our tastes.
Yeah. The movie Pit and Pendulum with Vincent
Vincent
Price.
Price. Oh, dude, I love Vincent Price, man. People got so used to his creepy voice when he got older, they don't realize he was a handsome man when he was a young guy.
You know, he was the original Simon Templar for the Saints.
Really? I did not know that.
Yep,
I didn't watch that show.
he's on all the old radio shows.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's why it's radio show. Okay. Yeah, I think the only radio show I ever listened to was like the radio adaptions of Star Wars and stuff when I was little.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't, I like radio for music. I wasn't big on that stuff.
Oh, I go to sleep with the radio shows at night.
I go to sleep with YouTube live streams. So,
Okay, Herman Melville,
oh
Bartleby the
God.
Scrivener.
The what? Oh, okay, yeah, I haven't read that one. What? See, that's
That
not the first thing I think of when I think of the name Melville, though.
no, everybody thinks of Moby Dick.
Exactly.
So, but that's okay. He could write a good short story too. I like Bartleby the Scrivener.
I have to read that because I feel like I've read it, but I don't remember reading it.
An Occurrence at Owl Creek. I just read this one here not too long
Oh, and they
ago.
made the Twilight Zone episode out of that too.
Yeah, they did too. I forgot about
It
that.
was a great one. That was one of the greats. I
Yeah.
mean, almost all of the Twilight episodes were great, but that one was really something. It kind of
Hmm.
reminds me of the one where the woman kept going on horseback and kept coming home scared, and it was her older self trying to warn her younger self not to marry some guy.
Oh, really?
That I forgot the name of the Twilight, not what do you call it, Twilight Zone episode, but it was good.
Okay, I have to look that one up.
Yeah, it was good.
Okay. The Yellow Wallpaper.
The spawns is so
Oh, and it
freaking
was made
tiny.
into a Twilight Zone episode.
Okay, wait a minute. Mhm. Okay. I gotta look that one up now because that might be the one I was looking at. Um,
Interesting.
all right, let's see this. Oh, that's something else entirely. Okay, never mind.
Okay, yeah, I'm surprised I saw Henry James here, The Turning of the Screw.
Uh huh.
Yeah, I was surprised to see that listed here as a short story, but it's not. It actually is longer, too long to be a short story.
Okay, this was 80s Twilight Zone, not the old black and white one I was thinking of. Okay. Hurting
Okay.
of the Screw. Okay. I didn't read this one either, and I know I should have, but it's one of those things I keep saying I'm going to read and never get around to. I think after this, I'm going to look. This list is a good list. I'm going to look all these up and figure this out because I feel
Here, I'll
so
put.
uneducated. I feel so ignorant. Like, I was really let down by my school system. And these days, it's even worse.
There's the link to this list.
Thank you very much. See, Shroom
Huh.
got the hookup, y'all.
So let's see here. Again, Chekhov. The lady with the toy dog. I do not know this one.
I mean, we've all heard of Chekhov, but yeah, this ain't it.
Yeah, the only Chekhov I know is off Star Trek.
Ah, look at you. I know I read something of his for school, and I can't remember what it is, but yeah. Okay. I love
And
the
the
monkey's paw.
actor that played Chekhov turned into Mr. Bester on Babylon 5.
He's a hottie.
A,
I ain't gonna lie, he was a
a
hottie.
real evil character.
Oh no.
Oh, on Babylon 5, yeah, he's a SOB.
Chekhov, you broke my heart.
So the monkey's paw, yes, that is
That was a favorite of mine as a kid. We read that one as a kid, and I loved it so much.
yep. It was a good short story though.
It was really good. That was like my first taste of twist horror as a little kid.
Yeah.
That prepared me for Saw. I was ready when that came out.
The Gift of the Magi, that was a
Oh,
Christmas
that one.
mandatory.
I love that one too.
Yep. So yeah, this is a story that will never die. The James Joyce, The Dead. I do not know this one.
Me neither. The last story in Dubliners. Okay, so I gotta get Dubliners. Oh, it was a movie too? Oh, I gotta see that. We really gotta have a movie night, yo. Hey, your wife's going away for a week. We should have a movie night at some point. If we don't,
No,
there's
she's only
something
going
really
away
wrong.
for. No, she's only going to be gone for the day.
Oh, okay, never mind.
She's not going to be gone for a week.
Don't get me wrong. I don't want her to go away. I don't have any designs on Shroom or anything. I just wanted a movie night. Don't anybody read into that shit. No, I mean, people, man, they don't like, people just don't think a guy and a woman can be a friend. They get weird about that shit.
Yeah, they do. Let's see here.
Did not have to read this, so that's a lot.
I am not. I probably know this one because I've read Kafka, so I probably read this one. But
Probably, it's the most famous thing he's done.
I'm just not. Tells the story of a salesman who wakes one morning and finds himself transformed into a huge insect and struggles to adjust to his new condition. Okay, I'm going to have to read it again.
Yeah, you should read it again. See, I read a lot of the same stuff over again because it's like comfort food to me. Right. But I need to break out and start doing this.
Okay, yep. All right. Let's see what's next here. The Most Dangerous Game, The Hounds of Zaroff.
Yes. Yes. Oh my God. We read this in school. Yes.
Yep.
That was a good one too. I love that one.
Yep. And they remember they did the what was the name of that movie? The Hunt.
There's been a.
A couple years ago where what they
who was in that?
It was liberals hunting down conservatives.
Yeah.
They took this idea for this book and made it, well, let's make it liberals shooting conservatives.
Okay, was it the 2020 movie or the 2012? Because I'm trying to think of. Oh, there was one from 2022 also. Okay, the one I think we're thinking of is from 2020, and it had that blonde lady. That wasn't kind of though. It was yeah. They paid to get into that, and they killed everybody really fast except for her. This was actually really good.
Okay, let's see what we got here next. Ernest Hemingway, The Killers.
No,
Yes, I remember this one. I'm going to say, yeah, it was a good story, but would I say it's one of his best stories? Um, okay, yeah, well, it's given a couple of movies and such. So, Gilded Six Bits. I don't know. I do not know this at all. Made into a 2001 movie. Okay.
no.
Shirley Jackson again, The Lottery.
Oh, there you go.
Per, First story to destroy young minds.
I don't know.
Okay. Banana.
I like bananas. Damn it! Now I want a banana. This is bullshit.
I've
I said this
never.
wasn't gonna be a food stream.
I don't. I can't help what they put in there.
I know that's not the point though. It made me. It's giving me the munchies now. Bananas are my favorite fruit ever.
Okay, let's see here. About a glass about a young married couple on vacation in Florida. Okay.
Oh, that's not bananas. That's banana fish. You haven't scrolled up, so I can't see it.
So yeah, it's uh,
See, I wasn't reading it because that font is so tiny, and I heard banana. I was like, "Oh, bananas, baby!"
well, okay, that's as big as I can make it. Bradbury, There Will Come Soft Rains.
Okay, I haven't seen that. The only thing I read by Bradbury is "Something Wicked This Way Comes," and that's one of my favorite things of all time. That is, I love that story. Sorry,
Okay. Oh, no, there's nothing to be sorry about.
I love that one
The
thing though.
the birds. Oh God, that Hitchcock movie scared the hell out of me when I was a kid.
You know what? We had a lot of pigeons in my neighborhood. Like people would feed the damn pigeons, stupid, and this didn't affect me. I was like, whatever, it's some fucking bird. Stop feeding them and they'll go away. Or they'll eat each other, one or the other.
Did you ever see this movie? The movie though, The Birds.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that movie did not scare me. It annoyed me because it was, when you're a little kid and you see birds across the street from you every day fighting over breadcrumbs, you get a bit immune to it.
Well, okay, maybe it's because I got ended up getting stitches in my head after being attacked by a blue jay.
Oh, no, that's bad. How old were you?
Oh, 6, 7 years old.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it.
Was over at a cousin's house, and a baby blue jay fell out of its nest,
Oh,
and I walked over to it, and Mama Blue Jay dive bombed me all the way back to the house.
Wow.
And I mean, I had gashes in my head from that thing attacking me.
I bet you did. Damn.
Okay, again, Flannery O'Connor with Man Is Hard to Find. 310 to Yuma.
I've been hearing. I heard a lot about that a few years back, and I don't know, man. I never. Before that, I never heard of it. They made it like a movie or something, I think.
Yep, a couple of movies.
There you go.
So, yeah, it's good movies. So, The Minority Report.
I never saw that movie or read it. You?
I never knew. I did not know it was a story until after the movie came out.
Okay. That sounds like something you would.
And then once I watched the movie, well, I wasn't a big Philip K. Dick reader until
Oh, man.
the past few years. And then I've ended up reading probably about 70 or 80% of what he's written.
Wasn't it his story that was the one for. Um, no, that wasn't him. I was thinking Soylent Green, but I don't think that was him.
No,
I think
that
that was
was Harlan
something
Ellison.
Harrison. Harlan Ellison. Okay. He did the other one. I know the novel title. I'm trying to think of it's When Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, and I can't think
Yep,
of the movie. Blade Runner. That's it.
yeah.
I love that shit. He
Oh,
was really amazing.
Amazon is coming out with Blade Runner 2099.
Man, I know it's supposed to be good.
So I don't know. I just found out about it last night, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to have to watch the other two Blade Runner movies.
Okay. Wait, there were
So,
two other?
yeah, Blade Runner and Blade Runner 2049.
Okay. All right. But that last one, that's an Amazon made movie?
No, it was actually made for the theaters.
Okay. I only saw that first one. So, and the director's cut, and they had different cuts of it. So,
Yeah,
just like
and
Alien.
only one of them you could actually come across with the real idea that Ford's character was also a
Yeah. What do you call it? A synth.
right. It wasn't until the one so but anyway. Sonny's Blues. Not familiar with it. Not familiar with James Baldwin.
Huh.
Okay. Now I don't give a damn about Rod Blagojevich. I'm
Never
just
heard of
glad
him.
he's in prison.
Okay.
If that's the guy I'm thinking who it is. Yep. The Illinois governor that ended up in going to jail for trying to sell Obama's Senate seat.
Ah,
You remember that?
no, I'm not a big politics person. Like,
Oh,
there's some
okay.
things, obviously, but, you
Because
know.
remember, governors appoint when senators resign or lose or whatever out of their seats
Uh-huh.
before an election, governors appoint a replacement senator.
Oh,
And he was trying to highest bid got Obama's seat,
wow.
and he ended up going to jail for it.
As well he should.
it
But,
Illinois' got a history of governors breaking laws, being
yeah,
crooks.
I wasn't going to say Illinois specifically, but, if it had been a Republican seat, nobody would have cared. They would have been like, yeah, highest bidder, yeah. Put a rhino in there.
John Cheever, the swimmer.
Nope.
Do not know this. Do not know this one at all. Burt
How is it we
Lancaster
don't
was
know
in
this?
it. What made a movie out of it?
Okay.
Oh,
What was is that? You
That
stretching or?
no, look at this picture. That just looks absolutely pervert.
He's trying too hard. He was getting older. Ew.
That just looks
Dude. No.
no,
No.
that just looks bad.
Ugh.
That's just bad all the way around.
Even as a youngster, I had a thing for a good silver fox, but that's fucking creepy, yo.
This is wood chipper time.
Oh my God, I can't.
I mean, does she look like she's even 18?
No, and I don't know. I don't even know anymore.
Oh,
This is wrong.
yeah, that's just wrong.
I
That's
can't.
just wrong altogether. I mean, yeah, granted, he was in excellent physical shape.
That's not the point. It's like, dude, find somebody your own age. Shit.
Yeah.
It's you know, I understand now why people freaked out when older guys would talk to me, talking about I'm an old soul and shit like that. And yeah, I understand now why people lost their minds with that. Holy shit, that's horrible.
That just looks so bad.
Mm,
Mm. Joyce Carol Oates, where are you going? Where have you been?
I don't know that one.
Laura
Mm,
Dern is not that great of an actress.
she really isn't. She's awkward a lot of the time. And I don't think that's her being in character either.
No, she.
Okay,
If it wasn't for her daddy, she wouldn't
yeah,
be an
Bruce Stern.
actress.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, now I have to look this up because I don't know what movie this was, if it was the same title or what, because I've never heard of it.
You can look up because I was getting ready to do the same thing.
I wonder if it's Ramblin' Rose. Okay. Okay. I don't. Murders committed by. Uh oh. No, it's not Ramblin' Rose. I don't know what the hell this is. Oh, 1985 film Smooth Talk starring Laura Dern and Treat Williams.
What's the name of the movie?
Smooth Talk. It's from 1985. Okay, so it's based on a serial killer.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of just off the top reminds me a little bit of Cape Fear, but not really because the guy doesn't seem that awful. Um, okay, problem fights with her mom. Dad's uninvolved. Flirting with boys.
Well, books and movies or TV shows about who are showing girls flirting with boys. That doesn't bother me.
No, no, I was just reading the events, but yeah,
Yeah.
apparently the mom and the daughter don't get along, and that really is prime breeding grounds for, girl getting a lot of trouble just to prove a point she's not a little girl anymore, which only proves that she's a really fucking little girl.
Yep. Maybe not physically, but emotionally she is.
Yup.
So let's see here. Tony K. Bambara? Bambara? The lessons.
One thing. Bumbar, yeah, the lesson. No, never heard of it.
1972. Let's see. So
Oh,
that would have
before I
been.
was born.
I was done with lit classes by 72.
Yeah, and this was never taught in any of my whatever.
So, uh, no idea. Was it made into a movie or anything? No. Again, they're not saying.
I don't even know.
Oh,
I've heard of
The ones who
Ursula. Walk Away from Omelas. I've never heard of this one.
neither have I.
Okay, I don't feel so bad.
Well, 1973, 1974. Well, I wasn't done with lit classes in 72. Let's see, 70, 74. 74 is when I was pretty much done with, I was done with modern lit, and this would have been accepted with modern lit. I was
Okay.
taking, I was taking English lit in high school. I wasn't taking American lit. So, they always went with the old stuff in English lit. The school. Let's see,
Never heard of
what's
it.
that saying? It's about get rid of the ads. Well, I'm that the link to it is not worthwhile.
Okay.
All right, Jamaica Kincaid, girl, 78.
Mm,
Are you really going to be the kind of woman who the baker won't let near the bread?
the fuck does that even mean?
She's too sour for the bread. She'll kill the yeast.
Oh my god. Okay, I never heard of that expression. Damn, that's an old book. Okay.
Yeah, she's so sour she'll kill the yeast. Or so
Damn.
acidic. Raymond Carver, what we talk about when we talk about love, 1981. Well, no wonder I do
That
not
actually
know
sounds
this
kind
one.
of interesting.
Huh. Well, see, just the title would be enough to turn me off of reading it.
See, I like the title.
So, Stephen King, The Body.
Oh, Stand By Me, yo.
Stand By Me, yes.
Didn't see the movie, was not crazy about that particular short story. I think that was more of a guy thing.
I like the short story. The movie had its moments.
I mean, it wasn't a bad short story. It was good writing. It wasn't my thing.
Right. Amy Hepple, where Al Jolson is buried.
And
Okay. And
not
no, it
interested in
is
that.
not her first short story. She probably wrote a couple hundred short stories that got in high school and junior high and everything else. Okay. It's just the first one she submitted for publishing. So, come on. We all had to write short stories as assignments in school.
Yeah, that is true.
Okay. See, this kind of stuff oh, she just sat down one day and wrote a short story, her first ever. She never had to do it in school. Nah, that's nonsense.
We know better.
Yeah, we know better. How to Be Other Women.
The fuck? No, that doesn't sound like
Lori
fun at all.
Moore.
Oh Lord.
Mary Catskill. This list is getting horrible. It's gotten horrible. Bad Behavior. The Secretary.
The Secretary?
Yeah.
Wait, let me see that. That
A
was me.
film adaptation starring Mary Gallagher.
No, it's Jake Gyllenhaal's sister, Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Okay, and James Spader.
I've seen the trailers for this, and I wanted to see it so bad because it's a kind of a dark comedy, and I really wanted to see this, and I never got around to it. It looked like a lot of fun for a movie. It just looked like fun,
Okay.
despite the fact it totally butchers the ending. Oh man, now you made me sad, but whatever. I'm still gonna see it.
The Joy Luck Club.
Rules of the see. I like the Joy Luck Club.
The rules of the game appeared in the Joy Luck Club. So,
Mm.
okay. The things they carried. Now, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'd never even heard of it. So, let's see. Let's see what old Bing has got to tell me about it.
I will say though, going back to Amy Tan, she had a couple of books either after or right around Joy Luck Club, and they were actually pretty good. So she wasn't a one-hit wonder with that. But they were sad as hell.
Collection of short stories, Soldiers Fighting on the Ground during Vietnam. Okay.
No.
So that's why I did not read it.
Yeah, I'm already miserable enough.
Right. I don't need to. I'm
I
sorry.
don't need other people's heartbreak. This ain't a
Right.
competition.
Emergency. Okay, Dennis Johnson Emergency. Nope, no clue.
Oh my god, I hated the book and I hated the movie. It was fucking awful. It was fucking awful.
Okay, Temporary Matter. Again, I've never heard of him.
Was not a household name in any household I lived in, even in the Packy one. So no.
Yeah.
The bear came over the mountain. Now I got that shit stuck in my head.
All right, let's see. Okay. Well, that list started off great, and then it really ended up sucking.
It did. You know, I'm really surprised there was nobody mentioned Pearl Buck, who has stories that have flooded my childhood reading list in school.
Thank you. I'll be honest, I forgot all about Pearl Buck until you just mentioned her.
I didn't like the Pearl. It was depressing as fuck and very stressful to read. But one of her short stories, The Good Deed.
Yes.
I love that fucking story so much. It was so clever and had so much humor and warmth in it. And yeah, that needs to be available on the internet because they don't put that in school anymore.
The Pearl, they made that into a movie, didn't they?
Probably. Oh wait, was the Pearl Buck or Steinbeck? Wait a minute.
Oh,
now
the Pearl's by Steinbeck.
Thank you. Okay, what did fucking Pearl Buck? Other than that, I know she did something we had to read. I hated the Pearl though.
Pearl Buck books. Let's see here. The Good Earth, yes. The Living Reed.
Okay, I don't think I read any of these.
Okay.
But I'm gonna put her on.
Okay, the Good Earth was required reading in school.
Okay.
Let's get down to where they actually list her books. Oh, come on. I hate that. This is one thing I hate about Wikipedia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I did put Pearl Buck books in order. Let's do that way. All right. And share this tab. Here we go. Okay, it won't let me. All right, see here. East Wind, West Wind, The Mother, Big Wave, The Proud Heart, The Patriot of the Gods, Portrait of Mary's Dragon Seed, The Love. And she wrote several books here under a man's name.
Yeah.
Here we go. Get rid. Okay. Boy, she was very uh she was writing up until 2013. I thought she was dead
Wow.
by then.
Me too.
I thought she died before then. Because her first books here are what, 1940, 1930s.
Yeah.
Good Earth, Spark Notes, and then Sons and the House Divided. Wow. All right, now I've got to look up when her. Okay, from 1892 to 1973. All right, so that those anything published after 73 was published after her death. So those last two books there, the Rainbow and Eternal Wonder, were definitely published after her death.
Okay.
So they probably found manuscripts that she had been working on, then either hired somebody to finish them up or just let them go as they were. I know they've done that with a lot of with a lot of other writers. They'd find manuscripts
VC Andrews was the worst case of that.
and let other people finish them up, or just set them in for editorial reviews, make those minor changes, and then release them as they were. So, okay. All right. Let's see what we got on this list here. The Scandal of Bohemia by Arthur Conan Doyle. Sherlock Holmes, yes.
Mm.
What is so famous about this one here, or the part that gives? I'm a Sherlock Holmes fan, and the
Okay.
thing about this one here is this was the only story that he ever respected the female in the story.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Irene Adler was damn near his equal, intellectual equal here.
Yeah, that
And
was like his main competitor, right? Adler.
no. Moriarty was his
No, I
main.
mean like his main female antagonist. He didn't
Yeah,
really have a lot of women.
Irene Adler was the female that. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's see, the Nutcracker and the Mouse King. Oh, I
I did
love
too.
that.
I did too.
I love the ballet by Tchaikovsky.
I was gonna say the only version of that ballet I liked was the one with what's his name? Oh my god, I was just thinking about it the other day. White Knight's movie. Um
Oh yeah,
Bershnikov.
yeah, yeah.
And that is on PBS every year. And I watch that, and that's like, oh my god, because Bershnikov was a beautiful man. Anyway, but they
We
did do. I'm sorry, what?
no. They did do what?
They did do one movie that was actually kind of okay, and it was drawn out, and it had the girl that used to be the baby in the Twilight movies, and it was really pretty though. Like they had really beautiful costumes and effects and everything, and I think little kids would like it. But I forgot what they called it. But it still had the Nutcracker in the title, I think. But
All right.
it was
The
in the last 10 years. Hmm.
years ago, and I mean years ago, they had
Uh-oh.
a ballet company stay at our hotel, and
Ooh.
they were actually doing the Nutcracker in another town.
Okay.
And so they gave me free tickets, and I
Oh, that
went to
was
see them.
nice. Were they crazy party people?
No,
Were they loud? No? Okay.
no,
All right.
they came in, they got out of their vans, and they went to their rooms, and the lights went off.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I mean, uh, the only thing they asked was that they had to leave before our breakfast normally opened. So they asked if we could have stuff available for them, like at 5 o'clock in the morning,
Okay.
and we did. I was working the night shift that night, and I had egg coffee, danishes, fruit, lots. We went and bought extra fruit for them,
Okay.
and so that they could take it with them. I went and bought some oversized coffee cups with lids
Okay.
so they could take coffee with them. Uh, and they wiped out the breakfast bar that morning.
Ah,
But anyway, so I went and actually saw the ballet that year,
that's
and
nice.
they were such a beautiful job.
Okay.
I really, it's like I'd hoped that was going to become a regular thing, but
Um,
unfortunately, that was a one-time thing. But see, I
but
grew up watching and the Nutcracker on television with my dad. My dad played it, and he had it on 33 and a third albums.
oh,
So yeah, he played the Nutcracker. I mean, that music played all the time in our house.
yeah, it's beautiful music, man.
So okay, anyway, here what we got here. Yellow wallpaper. We've already listened to that.
I want to find that episode on Twilight Zone. It looks really crazy.
Yeah. Uh, a pre-simulation consultation.
That's not a good title.
XF007867. That looks interesting. Conversation between a customer and the operator of a simulation.
It looks interesting. The title is really kind of
Yeah.
cock blocker there.
A jury of her peers. While a sheriff looks for evidence of a murder of a mysterious death, his wife and neighbor woman find it by looking at things men deem unimportant. Huh.
Mm,
Interesting. Women are smarter than men type book, but whatever. All right. A Witch's Guide to Escape, a practical compendium of portal fantasies.
I've never heard of this.
All right. Well, see, this is what's got me. Some people come to the library to look for escape. Some librarians know just the books to push them to. That was me. And yes, I had those librarians.
You're lucky.
All right. That pushed me to the different sci-fi books uh, that they knew I would enjoy. I my school system for junior high and high school had amazing librarians, absolutely amazing, and they did wonderful things for uh, learning students and the types of books they wanted to read, the types of books they should read. They had the books set over to the side that, hey, I recommend you read this book. However, you need to get your parents' permission. Here's a note. Take it home to your parents. Have them sign off on it, and I'll get you this book to read. So really amazing, good librarians. And they never push books with a political agenda.
Nope.
So, guys, I'm sorry. I'm still trying to look at chat in between and betweens. Yeah, okay, you're right. That was Harry Harrison with Make Room, Make Room.
Yeah.
You're
I
absolutely
knew it was
right
Harrison
there,
something.
Fury. Um,
Thank you, because that was making me crazy.
I get a lot of Harry Harrison and Harlan
Harlan Ellison.
Ellison mixed up sometimes because I've read so many of their books that I do get it. Go back and forth between their books a lot. Oh, the Summer People, yes. That was a horrible story. When I mean horrible, like really good, but really bad. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
A book
it
being so
does.
good is bad.
It does, actually.
James Joyce. Um, okay.
The Dead. I want to read that one. That sounds good. I don't know why that sounds good to me.
A 650 word sentence.
That's not a sentence. That's a
Holy crap. That's
challenge.
how, wait, you're supposed to be able to say a sentence in a single breath.
Yeah.
How in the hell do you say 650 words
Right?
in one breath?
Mm. Like one of those professional swimmers or divers that can hold their breath.
Okay. I am going to have to look this up.
Because that's some weird shit.
That is really okay. Fiction 1978.
Okay, that's not a sentence. That's a lecture. Let's see
Yeah.
what it is.
Oh, did you find it?
No, I read the description. She's instructing her daughter on life in one sentence. It's a 650 word sentence. That's just you being rude and not allowing her to talk when you're talking and ask a question or anything.
Okay, let's see here. All right, are you ready for this?
No, what is he? I am never ready for anything.
Okay. Come on. Get rid of all this crap. Thank you much. All right, here is the 650 words. Wash the white clothes on Monday and put them on the stone heap. Wash the color clothes on Tuesday and put them on the clothesline to dry. Don't walk bareheaded in the hot sun. Cook
That's a good
pumpkin
one.
fritters in hot, sweet oil. Soak your little cloths right before you take them off. When buying cotton to make yourself a nice blouse, be sure it doesn't have gum in it. Okay. Because that way it won't hold up well after the wash. Soak saltfish overnight before you cook it.
Good.
Please do, or else it'll be nasty as hell.
Uh huh.
Is it true you sing Benna in Sunday school? Always eat your food in such a way it won't turn somebody else's stomach. Please
Fair. Fair.
close your mouth when you eat. On Sundays, try to walk like a lady and not like a slut, so you are so bent
You
upon
know.
coming.
Nah, man.
Don't sing Ben in Sunday school. You mustn't speak to wharf rat boys. Not even to give directions. Don't eat fruits on the street. Flies will follow you. I don't sing Ben on Sundays and never at all on Sunday in school. This is how you sew on a button. This is how to make a buttonhole for the button you just sewed on. This is how to hem a dress when you see the hem coming down, and so to prevent yourself from looking like the slut I know you're so bent on becoming.
Wow.
This is how you iron your father's khaki shirt so it doesn't have a crease. This is how you iron your father's khaki pants so they don't have a crease. This is how you grow okra far from the house because okra tree harbors red ants. And when you're growing dashteen, make sure it gets plenty of water or else it'll make your throat itch when you're eating it. This is how you sweep a corner. Have you ever noticed people don't know how to sweep corners?
I have noticed that.
I noticed that when I was in the Air Force. Give people the broom to sweep up stuff, and
Mhm.
they would not sweep the corners of whatever the room they were in, and just get that crap out of that corner. This is how you sweep a whole house. This is how you sweep a yard. This is how you smile to someone you don't like too much. This is how you smile to someone you don't like at all. This is how you
Ah,
smile to somebody you like completely.
wow.
This is
Okay.
how you set a table for tea. This is how you set a table for dinner. This is how you set a table for dinner with an important guest. This is how you set a table for lunch. This is how you set a table for breakfast. This is how to behave in presence of men who don't know you very well, and this way they won't recognize immediately the slut I've warned you against becoming.
Oh, I knew that was coming again. I don't think I like this short story at all. This is how you don't meet your grandchildren, folks. You don't want to do it like that. I went asked one of the girls, like, my mom has a filthy mouth and calls me a slut, and I don't want her using that language around my children. So, yeah, mom will never meet the
Okay.
grandchildren.
This is the way they won't recognize immediately the slut I've warned you against becoming. Be sure to
Oh,
wash every day, even if it is with your own spit.
ew. Don't tell me you don't smell spit on you. That's gross.
Don't squat down to play marbles. You are not a boy. Don't pick people's flowers. You might catch something. Don't throw stones at blackbirds because it might not be a blackbird at all. This is how to make bread pudding. This is how to make dokno, whatever. This is how to make pepper pot. This is how to make good medicine for cold. This is how to make good medicine to throw away a child before it even becomes a child. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Whoa,
a thing.
that's dark as hell.
But yeah, that was actually pretty common back then, and mm,
Okay, this is how to catch a fish. This is how to throw back a fish you don't like. And that way something bad won't fall on you. This is how to bully a man. This is how a man bullies you. This is how to
yep.
love a man. If that doesn't work, there are other ways.
Oh my.
And if they don't work, don't feel too bad about giving up. This is how to spit up in the air if you feel like it.
Ew.
And this is how to move quick so that it doesn't fall on you.
Uh-huh.
This is how to make ends meet. Always squeeze bread to make sure it's fresh. But what if the baker won't let me feel the bread? You mean to say, after all, you're really going to be kind of woman the baker won't let near the bread?
Uh,
Oh, you think mom is a little mad at her daughter?
I think mama has no respect for her daughter, and that's her parenting that's at fault.
Wow.
And I also think calling your daughter a slut multiple times in one lecture is a good way for her to never talk to you again once she leaves the house. Just saying.
Or remember, she's from Antigua.
I don't care. It means
So,
the same. It means the same thing no matter what island you're on. I don't care. That's just wrong. I know people like this, and yeah.
So yeah, that's wild, man.
When I see their daughters, I'm like, you got any message to pass to your mom next time I talk to her? And they're like, fuck no, I don't ask any more questions. I'm like, okay, you do you, boo.
Okay. Wow. Let's
Yeah,
see.
that's a true.
Creature by Lily
Really?
King. No.
No, I never heard of any of this shit. This is paradise.
The Paper Menagerie. No.
Paper menagerie.
The Mummy and
Oh,
Honey.
oh God,
Man traps his
mummy
family
and
in a house that is falling apart, full of opium smoke, and has a hungry viper hidden beneath the floorboards.
I could learn a lesson from that one. And I'm not talking about. I love my kids. I'm talking about other people
Right.
I've known over the years. Fuck that.
The Mansion on the Hill.
Yeah.
Uh, Spider Artist. No.
Okay. I started to say, "Oh, I'd read this," and then I hear as available is read by LeVar Burton. I'm not getting that audio, but I might read it. I don't know.
No,
But
I tell you, I started to read a book by LeVar Burton that he wrote.
why? I'm sorry. Yes, and
This is before I knew what he turned into.
I can't believe he was so racist. I was so sad. I feel like
Yes,
the advice "never meet your heroes" was for real right at that moment.
I did not know what a racist that man was until I bought that book. And I was so
Um,
sorry I bought that book and I could not return it to get my money back.
that's sad.
Oh, I'm just absolutely
Yep.
embarrassed that that man made any money out of my pocket.
Well, you learned. I mean,
Oh,
you live, you learn.
and you would think after all the Star Trek episodes he was on, he would have learned something.
Apparently, being in Hollywood too long made him learn the wrong thing. That's all I'm saying.
Prospectors. Whoa. Two girls
What?
attend a party where they discover they're the only living guest.
Oh shit!
That sounds wild.
It does.
I may have to look that one up.
You might have to.
Robert Greenman and the Mermaid.
Huh?
All the names they've used for God. Okay. Fisherman with insomnia meets a mermaid.
Okay, that works.
Oh, J.D. Salinger. I was going to say that. All right. Oh, The Werewolf Gambit by Silverberg. That is a good book. That is a great short story. Robert Silverberg is one of my iconic authors. You can't go wrong reading his stuff.
Silverberg. Okay, you know what? This sounds really familiar. Like she was the werewolf or something. I just feel like I've read this before.
Wow.
I need to look that up later too.
The Women of Chuck's Donuts.
Okay.
Okay. I hate these people that take Sherlock Holmes and then try to rewrite him. Yeah, they just miss what Conan Doyle had. You know,
Yeah.
whatever magic Conan Doyle had when he wrote the Sherlock Holmes books. These people, anybody tries to emulate them, just they fail miserably.
I think anybody that tries to rewrite our property is gonna fail. Like, okay, I love Flowers in the Attic, but you can tell where BC Andrews died and where he picked up where she left off. Like the last, they keep saying, "Oh, he just wrote her manuscripts and filled in what she left out." The only one you could legitimately say that about was one of them, because she had a certain way of writing and he didn't. So yeah, you could literally see the spots where he filled in sentences, and it was so distinct. This guy was not a
Yeah.
good writer.
Let's see here. F. Paul Wilson. I'm not familiar.
Never heard of him, but that's okay. I'm sure it's fine.
Extremely dated man writing woman nonsense.
Oh, what?
Okay, that's the author of this article adding their own private note to it. So,
The thing waiting
uh,
outside.
how the trick is done. What the Oh god, there was two magician movies that came out at the same time.
Really?
Uh,
Okay.
the Was it The Illusionist, and there one of the movies was this actual plot,
Okay.
and it involved oh god, now I can't think of his name. The All right, if is anybody still in chat?
I don't. Nobody's talking if they are.
Yeah.
So
If they, it seems like, well, I'm only showing one person being in chat, and that's probably you.
could be.
Um. Okay. The other guy that was supposedly um inventing electricity.
Okay. There was
Uh,
Bell
there.
and somebody. Watson?
No, no,
Was it
no.
Watson?
This is
No, wait. I'm
an
thinking of the
Italian
telephone.
guy. An Italian.
Oh, I know who you're talking about, and I can't think of the name.
Oh, damn it! I wish I could remember his name.
Oh, I'm
Uh,
sorry.
mm, no, I don't want that one.
Fermi. Okay, Jojo was saying the Prestige, and then Fermi.
Yeah, the Prestige. Was that the uh yeah, 2000, yeah, because there was two of them that came, the Prestige, Hughes Jackman, Kristen. I think this is it here. Yes, this is it. This is actually it. The
Oh,
Prestige.
okay.
Okay. It's uh Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale.
Yeah, I never saw it, but I've heard of it.
It is a wild movie. And yes, you need to watch it.
Okay.
Okay. And I know you like Christian Bale.
No, I don't.
Hey Jojo, I know you Tesla, thank you. That's who I was trying to think of.
Okay. David Bowie. Now, David Bowie, he still has a place in my heart. I will watch the movie just for a tiny spot of David Bowie.
Jojo, you are so right. That movie is an amazing movie. I love it. And the twist to it at the
I
end, you
don't
sit
want
there and
to.
go, "Oh my God." You will shout it out loud.
You know what? It's fine. It's an old movie, like 20 years old or something. It's fine. There's no
It's
twist
only
after
18
that.
years old, but it's
There
worth
you
every
go. Close
second.
enough.
It's
What I was
worth
going to
every
say is if it's 20 years old, I don't have the right to worry about spoilers. That's
I'm
how.
I'm not going to tell you about it. The movie, you need to watch it. That's what
I
all I'm
will
going to
watch The
say.
Prestige because you can't go wrong with David Bowie in any case. So I'm so
What when
mad we lost him and we still got Biden. This is bullshit.
when I well, when I'm this excited about a movie, it's got to be good.
Yeah.
Jojo, do you remember the other magician movie that came out the same year?
Oh, the not the machinist. I'm trying to think. It was with what's his name that nobody likes. That Norton,
Yeah, I think you're right.
and it's the guy that made copies of himself or something. Hold on. I think that's the
Uh,
one you're thinking of, but I might not.
Movies 2006. Okay, here we go. Pirates of the Caribbean, Night at the Museum, Cars, X-Men, Da Vinci, Ice Age, Casino Royale, Pursuit of Happiness, Blood Rain.
It's not Ed Norton. Hold on.
I'm trying to see if I can.
Oh, that was the Prestige. Okay, that I literally just described it, and I'm thinking of another movie. Okay.
Mm,
I know, right?
I'm I'm going through the list of movies for that year, and I mean
It might not be that exact year though. The Illusionist.
yes.
Okay. And that's the one with Ed Norton. See, I know he was in something with magic. Okay. A magician.
Let Let's see here. Yep, The Illusionist. That's also came out in 2006.
Okay. So the Illusionist and the Prestige. Okay, I gotta keep an
Right.
eye out for those. See, it's good though because this stream is literally fucking notes on what I have to pay. I can just go through it later. Whoop, whoop. I have a reading list that'll take. I have a whole summer reading list right here, and there's enough short stories to fill it that it'll take the whole summer. So yay!
Now, see, I was not as impressed with The Illusionist as I was with The Prestige.
The Prestige looked really good.
Oh, it was amazingly good.
Okay, so I'm gonna see that first,
I
or
mean,
maybe I'll save the best for last and read
it
that off.
was
Yeah,
amazingly good.
I
In
just
fact,
hate
now I'm
watching
going to
stuff.
I got to watch that again. I haven't watched that in probably about 6 years, so I need to watch it again.
I really don't want to call the Mexicans and want to watch that with me. I mean, they'll do it. That means I'm drawing myself back in. I don't want to do that.
I can't believe this story is in here. The Sleeper by Roger Zelzany and Wild Cards. The Wild Cards books, there's like 4 of them. Great books, great books. The whole world is infected with a mutant virus.
Okay.
All right. So a lot of people have got mutant powers.
Okay.
All right. And this guy here, Croyd Crenson, every time he goes to sleep, he'll go to sleep for, you know, 6 months to a year, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
And when he wakes up, he'll look totally different and he's got different powers.
Okay. So it's not like Quantum Leap where he's jumping into somebody's body. He's
No.
just a whole new person. Okay.
And if you like good, I mean, if you like light, not very, if you like light reading,
Uh huh.
all right, but dealing with mutant powers and such, the wild card books are good books to sit down to read. They
Okay.
really are. But yeah, I'm surprised wild cards made it in here because it's young adult at best reading.
Okay.
At best, it's young adult. Okay, that's it, Ben. That's it on this list. So we went through 3 lists, probably about 150 books or stories.
Okay.
So, yeah, JoJo, I have to agree with you
Thank you, Jojo.
100%. The Prestige is an amazing movie. Um, you can't go wrong with. I mean, Hugh Jackman is a great actor
He
anyway.
really
So
is. I don't think he gets enough credit because he did those Wolverine movies. I don't think he gets enough credit. He's a really good
uh,
actor.
that his last, well, not the his last Wolverine movie, or what was supposed to be his last Wolverine movie,
Okay. Not the one with
where
Deadpool.
no, not the one with Deadpool, the
The
one
last one.
where he and Xavier die.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. I didn't see that movie. I don't watch those movies
Oh
anyway.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that movie literally brought me to tears.
Um,
I mean, it literally, I mean, it grabs you by the throat and by the heart at the same time and starts squeezing. It does not let loose.
okay. All right. Well, maybe I don't want to see that one. Okay. I am going to be right back.
Oh,
Okay. But
I
I'll
gotta
hear.
go. I've got to go. We've been on for 2.5 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
I was just going to say I'll be right back because whatever. I drink so much coffee this morning.
Yeah. It's time to go tinkle.
I
Uh,
know. Damn it. I don't think I can honestly say with a straight face it's a tinkle anymore. But okay.
all right. Thanks for coming out, guys. JoJo, thank you much. I
Thank you,
appreciate
Jojo.
you. All right. Fury, I hope you're having fun at work. All right. Josh, I hope you get that thing worked out there with your
Yeah.
AC
With your roof
units.
and
I know
everything.
you need AC.
I also know
All
you
right,
like being off the grid, so good luck.
right. Wiley, thank you much for popping in. Appreciate you. And we will be back on hopefully on Monday, and
What do you mean hopefully?
you
Why
get to
wouldn't
listen
we?
to my infusion machine getting wound up every half hour, 45 minutes or so.
Ooh, ooh.
All right,
Oh, it's
everyone have good. Any
sexy.
last words there, Ramen?
Yeah, never trust a fart. Other than that.
You mean the shark?
Ew, you hope it doesn't become that. But yeah, oh man.
All right, everybody, have a good weekend. Enjoy. And as always,
Bye.
be with the ones you love and love the ones that you're with. Bye.
Whoop, whoop. Ah, we are out.